Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to the Laura Canfield Show, the Awaken to Happiness Now Global Series. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. And my good friend Brenda Lainof is back with us. Brenda was on the show last February, and now she's back with us today talking about healing with medbed light language. And so today we're going to talk about what a medbed is and how she uses it with light language. So we're going to talk about the medbed technology that has been suppressed, which can assist you to connect to higher powers. We're going to receive an activation healing in the medbed during this call. And we're going to learn and gain confidence on how we can also heal in the medbed. So we're going to learn all that and more. Brenda's going to be taking live caller questions like she always does. And for those of you who don't know Brenda, like I said, she was here last time in February. And she's an intuitive guide that helps you clear negative emotions and assists in self-healing, chronic health conditions, emotional and mental sabotage. And once Brenda intuits what is creating unease in your body, she energetically works with you to dissolve that unease, disease, and low frequency vibration. And so she's been using the medbed technology as well. So I'm really interested about that. So I'm really excited to talk about that today. So Brenda, welcome back to the show.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here. It's from Alberta, Canada. This is where I live. So.
Beautiful. I love it. I know, right? There's no snow there yet, right?
Yes.
Oh.
I know. We're very close to the Rocky Mountains. We did have snow. My husband came in this morning and said, yes, it snowed last night. So, I've got my winter coat, I've got my new toque and then my gloves, and I'm ready to go.
Good. Awesome.
I think.
Good.
You have to have a positive mindset when it comes to winter.
Yeah. Winter in Canada, you definitely have to have a positive mindset, or you can be like me and leave the country because I'm done.
Anything's possible.
Exactly. All right, so I am really excited about today's conversation, learning about medbed technology, learning about, the medbed technology plus the light language and all that wonderful stuff. So can you just start off by first, because, when you first mentioned it to me, it's like, I don't know what that is. What is that? So can you talk about that first?
I have many messenger groups and Facebook groups, and we've had this conversation about this technology that it's out there, and which includes the medbed. And it is said that the medbed will be in many hospitals, and where it's capable of healing and repairing the DNA. So these medbeds, from what I've been reading and understand, is that they have the ability to perhaps regrow organs that are missing, and they work through the use of light spectrums and frequencies. And
awesome.
it's exciting, and it reported that it's been hidden, from the public for a very long time. And due to this shift that we're going through from 3D to 5D, there's more like, we want truth, we want transparency. So these med beds, they scan your skin, your muscle, your tissues and organs and everything in your body. And from what I understand is that they remember, for example, if you have an organ that's been removed, they remember the body's vibrational frequency and the DNA to regenerate that. Now,
wow.
I haven't personally worked with regenerating organs.
Yet.
I'm working. Well, who knows?
Who knows?
There's nothing I would claim,
Yeah.
but I do know that by energetically connecting to the med beds, I've been working with this for a number of months now, and several other people, and we're feeling results. that's, it's exciting times. And these med beds, I think ultimately everybody wants access to them, but I'm not waiting around for it, because who knows, who's going to have priority to get to the med bed that's in the clinic, the hospital, wherever they're at, or if you happen to have the money to buy one, how that works, I don't know. I'm not waiting around.
Right.
And besides, why do we have to? There's this energy that we can tap into that's infinite. So why not? So this idea came up, like, well, let's just connect on an energetic level to the med bed. And that's what's been occurring here. And I've been working with it several months now. So
awesome. So
I know it's fun.
How have you used it for yourself and your clients so far?
Wow.
Give us, if you can give us some examples of how you used it.
I will give you an example. Today, prior to this call, our endocrine system can take a dive, and it's always stressful. We've got some stress, whether you spill your tea or, like whatever goes on.
Yeah.
And I muscle test. I'm testing my endocrine system. It's not up to par here. I'm a little bit dragging. So I thought, okay, I'm going to go lay in the med bed, and I'm going to raise the level of my endocrine system so that it's at 100%. So I listened to the audio, laying in my med bed, where you're calling on Creator, and I feel better. So my endocrine system went up to 95%. I think it was at 65. It wasn't too low. It's something that you need to tap into, I'm going to say most days, because of the stress, the nuttiness that's going on. So it's an area that it's really beneficial to increase your endocrine. Now that's just one example.
Right. Yeah.
I'm looking at well, there's just so many levels on emotional level, and that's where I feel like we'll be going today. Alara, I was guided, like, what do we look at today that, that could help out with everybody? And I was thinking, well, let's just do a call and bringing everybody into the med bed and working on repairing the stress body and calming the neural pathways. So that's where I thought would be a good place to go, and to give people a sample of what this med bed's all about and how that feels. I have to tell you that this med beds, and I'm no expert on this, I'm simply tapping into the energy. I do truly, honestly believe everybody has the capability to do this. Now, I'm adding light language to it because that's what I love to do. And, that's one way to work with it. So there's different ways that you could be working with this energetic imprint, I call it, of the med bed.
Beautiful.
So I have read, and I'm passing on what I have read, that these med beds have been created now by their artificial intelligence. So it operates like an MRI, where you sit in this tube and it rolls over your body, and it picks up on anything that's out of balance, and so it can pick up on anything that needs to be healed. And I'm not just on a physical level, but I wanted to get to that root issue. So if there is an imbalance in the pancreas, well, we're giving, it's like prayer to me. So it's just like, hey, God, Creator, let's just, you go and you scan with the med bed to get to those underlying root issues, whatever that could be, to the pancreas. And if a person learns to muscle test, and many people probably already do within your, that are on your calls, they can check in. Oh, what's my pancreas? Is it, check on a percentage level if you feel comfortable with that. Muscle test, do the sway test. There's various ways. And that's what I will go over in my one-to-one sessions. Like, I want everybody to have access to this. This isn't for, quote, practitioners. this, how could it possibly be? It's available in my mind for the mass, for everyone. It's like prayer. To me, it's like prayer. It's just not for the, the chosen few. We all have access to this once we connect on an energetic level.
But I think sometimes people might not know what to check, right? Like, what should I be muscle testing for, right?
Well, if it's a specific issue, so obviously, if you go, well, Brenda, I'm not sleeping well, or Brenda, this, and that, well, then ask what, is it a physical issue, or is it emotional level issue? Or perhaps when you're in the med bed, you might go, okay, I want to scan the med bed to scan for any underlying root issues emotionally, physically, mentally, as to my pancreas, as I'm again giving an example. So I think you'll know more how this may feel once I get into placing everybody into the med bed.
Sure, absolutely. So I just wanted to let everybody know too that they will have the opportunity to ask questions, right? And what kind of questions can people ask you today, Brenda?
How would the med bed assist with whatever issue? Maybe the gallbladder's acting up, or they're just very emotional about what is going on in the world, and maybe their heart is racing, or anything that you can think of is like, to me, this is, we're passing this on to Creator, and the med bed is an instrument to work and connect with Creator and to heal, at any level. So let your imagination be your guide. It really is infinite what we can do. And we're only just kind of experimenting with this. And, it's just at the very, to me, at where I'm at, it's just, this is exciting. It's at the very beginning of this new 5D way of thinking, and not just being caught in this, the upcoming election and blah, blah, blah. It's just, let's just do it. Let's get excited again. And this, honestly, doing this energy work, or whatever you want to call it, is what keeps me going personally, because I would lose my mind otherwise. I would simply lose my mind with what's going on, and keeping me calmer for the stressors in the world right now.
Oh, there's so many. There's absolutely so many.
And the stressors on that collective level that we're all tapped into, whether we realize it or not.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Sometimes we may not realize that we are being affected by everything that's happening out in the collective, right? I'm pretty
Absolutely.
cool. I'm doing pretty well, I think. But, there are some moments when it's like, it's like, oh, what is this? It's like, why am I suddenly reacting so badly? Because it's like, I was calm just like 5 minutes ago. What is this? Right? So it is possible that we are connecting to the craziness out there.
Yes.
For sure.
The craziness. And we never know also where these saboteur energies are coming from. We don't know. And I mean, if you were to really to drill down, and it's a saboteur energies, is it coming at, at government level, at a out of the world level? Like, we don't know.
Yeah.
And so, we can feel like we're getting under, we're under attack. And it certainly feels like we're under attack right now. And many people may be true on many different levels. So
absolutely. So there's lots of questions in the chat, and we have some people with their hand raised. So this is going to be interesting, the types of questions that are coming through. So we'll deal, like, there's some general ones. Can you see the chat, Brenda?
Yes.
Okay,
how would the med bed help MS, pain, cervical spine, feet, shoulders, lower back?
There's a lot of questions.
That I'm just going to say that you're just going to have to trust in the healing, trust And if you have any blocks as to trusting, because maybe at some point in time, maybe not even on this lifetime on earth, you've been let down.
Yeah.
That's carried in on a genetic level, or like maybe you have a trust miasm, that something that's been carried in generationally.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, so am I going to claim this going to heal with MS or all that? That's for you to discover on your own when you lay in the med bed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's about being open.
This is being open. It's like praying like to God. Okay, God, can you please help me? Or Creator, can you please help me with this?
Yeah.
I have so much anxiety right now. Or you're calling on Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael, can you please help me with this?
Mm-hmm.
And even as I say that, I'm getting a little bit of a, tingling in my head. So that's up for you to find out. I would never claim that.
Yeah, it is about trusting and believing
Yes.
in the healing, and that it is possible for you to be healed, or maybe we don't like the word healed, but to be, experience something different.
Well, this is a frontier for all of us here, obviously me included, because the guidance to even look at this only occurred, I don't know, 4 months ago. I mean, this is new for me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously there could be many people throughout the world. They're also, but for myself, this is quite new. So I'm going, let's just let it go. What is that saying? Let go, let God.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let go, let God. Even by saying that, let go, let God, I can just feel like, whew.
It's about letting go of those limitations, right? The limits that we've placed on ourselves, or culture, or the collective, yeah.
On the collective. I mean, maybe there's more than one universe.
Yeah, for
Who's
sure.
to say there's, of course. Then if you can get past that, oh, gee, really? There's this infinite amount of universes, then anything is possible. So I think we just have to go with that. I mean, you have nothing to lose. I mean, what do you have to lose? Absolutely nothing. You have nothing to lose. So that's what I would say for really anyone. We all want help. And, I've been following, there's a Facebook group about this up and coming med beds, but people are getting anxious. Like, oh, when's it going to help out with this and with that? Well, you need access to those beds. And can you imagine, how are they going to ever determine that?
Mm-hmm.
How would you ever get on the list to get into, it goes, everybody's got something going on. We all have trauma. And if it's not from this lifetime, well, you can be quite sure that trauma has been carried in from many lifetimes. And so everybody has something. So that's up to the person is to trust and
Absolutely.
let go, let God. And that's it.
So, it's like some of the questions are general, meaning like, when we're talking about clearing or healing, is it like a layer being cleared, or is it all being cleared? Again, that's,
Right.
You won't know until you experience it, right?
Exactly. Well, and again, if you're muscle testing, and you can find out on your own. So for example, I placed a person into the med bed for Lyme. For Lyme. So is that something that you want healed all within one time? It could be it's too much to handle. So be like, no. There's some things, you want to be able to come back and gradually work and heal. So no, absolutely. Just like, oh, one time you magic wand and whatever that issue that is gone. No, but learn to trust your intuition and muscle tests, do some type of testing, or perhaps you may dowse for that. There's various ways. And I certainly go over that in my one-to-one session, which I know is part of that package B of Alara. So ask, we can find out what's going on. If I find that you're blocked in the for example, the third eye chakra, for trusting the information, trusting your intuition, then I'll clear that so that you are open to trusting. So there's a lot of ways and angles to come about this, but just knowing that we can get you open so that you're laying in the med bed, and we'll go through the process here today, and just trusting that, let go, let God.
Yeah. And so Heather's also asking, can this clear past life issues?
Yes.
Why not? And that's the thing. It's like
absolutely.
I mean, like when it comes to past life issues, we've all done past life journeys, past life regressions, all that stuff, right? And we've been told certain things about our past lives and so on. But yeah, we can heal those for sure. We can change the energy of those for sure. But it's also about focusing on this lifetime.
Yes, it's like, okay. And it's just not giving so much energy to the past life. If there's something there that you intuit and okay, this occurred, and clear it, but then, just getting on and getting excited about the future, keep moving forward. This is a nutty, crazy time. It's actually also on the same level, a very exciting time.
Absolutely.
So let's give our energy to some positiveness, and get excited about, I wonder if I could put my dog in the med bed. Well, sure, you can put your dog in the med bed, the dog who has every issue, of course, anything is possible, but we have to be open to it. And again, if you're not open to it, then it's not going to work.
Yeah.
But if you are open to possibilities, and if you believe in creation and creator, whatever faith you have, it doesn't matter, obviously, then why not?
Yeah, absolutely. Mina's asking, how would the med bed help with thyroid issues? Or I'm assuming that's more, can it help with thyroid issues?
Well, I think
you would have to ask.
Again, it can help with any organ and gland.
Yeah. And it's about, but when it comes to thyroid or anything like that, it's not about getting rid of the issue. It's about bringing that organ back to balance, right?
Right. Exactly. It's
so not balanced.
It's giving. Okay, so it's like, okay, God, here we go. Thank you for healing my adrenal gland or my thyroid. Thank you. It's giving gratitude. So we will go through the process. I will have everyone pretend you're laying in the bed, and I'm going to be energetically connecting you to the bed, to the creator, and we'll have you in the med bed. And again, as mentioned, we'll go through the process, and you'll see for yourself how this can help.
Okay, cool. Because I think really it's an experiential thing, right?
It is experimental. I would never claim that. I'm not God. I know what's worked for me. I know what it's doing for other people, and I'm excited about it. And so this is what I can claim. Now, I download light language. You do not have to download or transmit light language for this to work. Because believe me, and I know many people that are working with the med bed. So I will be today, because that's what I love to do. And to me, the downloading the light language and calling in assistance from the light will assist with what we'll be working with today.
Yeah.
But for example, and just being open to this, it could be, I want to bring in the crystal with me into the med bed. Okay, get your crystal, put it, work with it, lay with it on the med bed. Use your imagination. It could be really anything. And it's really important to get us all in balance here. So if you're ready to go, Alara, I would like to everyone. Okay, so now,
I just want to tell everybody, because Debbie's asking questions. So we don't have an actual physical med bed in Brenda's house. Okay.
No.
There's not a physical med bed.
Brenda does not have a physical med bed. And to be honest, I don't know, supposedly, and I'm repeating what I'm reading, they will be introduced the next year or two. You have to check into it. Do your own research on that.
But in the meantime, it's about working with frequency, energy,
exactly.
belief,
Exactly.
belief system. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If you happen to do Reiki and you happen to work with the Reiki grid, you don't have this grid in front of you, but you know it's there.
Mm-hmm.
So just if that helps anyone who works with Reiki, just knowing you can connect to that, then maybe that will help you. So I think the best thing to do is just to go through a process and then listen to me, get comfortable, and then, we'll go from there and we can answer some more questions.
Sounds good. Perfect. Yeah, let's do that. Let's experience it, and then we can ask some more questions after that.
Okay. So I will ask everyone, and if you happen to be in the position of where you can lay down, maybe you have a bed there, you can lay down. And if not, sitting in your chair, and like a regular meditation, I want you to put your feet flat on the floor and get really nice and relaxed in your shoulder region. Just, you move your neck around a little bit. We want you to get really nice and relaxed. And before we begin, I just want to let you know what we're going to be working with today. So the particular area that I felt guided to was to repair the stress body and calm the neural pathways. So what we're going to be doing in the med bed, we're going to be clearing blocks, emotions, beliefs, programs. We're going to clear all stress and stress programming for the oversensitivity of the hypothalamus, the pituitary glands, the adrenals, the amygdala, the kidneys, the brain, and the DNA. And we're going to clear soul's memory banks in the DNA through dimensions, through lifetimes, through layers, levels from all time and space. So I want you to close your eyes and breathe this in. Now I want you to envision just laying into this med bed that is so futuristic, and it has all of these different apparatuses attached to it, and you're not too sure what it does, but you feel very comfortable. It's not intimidating, and you're laying this really futuristic bed and thinking, this is a pretty cool, bed. I'm really feeling quite comfortable. And we're going to be energetically connecting you to the med bed right now. It says 100% strengthening, connecting you to the med bed. And from the med bed, strengthening to connecting you to Creator. And then the back from Creator to the med bed. And the med bed back to you. So as you're laying there, suggest opening up your palms of your hands. And we're asking to place you now into the 12th dimension. So again, as we're laying in the med bed, we're asking to please repair this body of stress and calm down the neural pathways. With your eyes closed within this med bed, in a few moments you may notice a bit of a stir of energy. As you're laying in the med bed, letting go, letting God, let go, let God. And just allowing this med bed to roll over from the base of your feet as it's scanning up to your head region. And it's detecting anywhere there's any blocks, anywhere the body's holding on to any stress throughout the glands, organs, the DNA. And as you're laying there, allowing this med bed to scan for now from the top of the head to the bottom of your feet. And we're calling in Archangel Michael to oversee this process, oversee the scanning with the med bed. And we're giving gratitude to Creator, to the med bed, to all involved for clearing out all of this fear that's been held in the body, fear that's been held through all the dimensions, all the lifetimes, all the layers, time, space now. Asha lakia sapakohioto anayatai ohioshapokai ananahiatai ohiokokoya anainahiatai nayata okohiata ananahieto yata yata okokoyatai anakiatai okoyata asilio kokoshana asala hieta ohiotoko anainai anayoko shokapayatoko yeta papapashenai ashapapayeta ayapakokieta opokoyeta papayata yana kahia shatapapayeto kokoyetoko ashala hieta kai ananahieta papayeto kokoyeto koshana asela kieta kakai kai ashe like papakina papakishana papashana papashana papakina papashana ashaka papashana ashana papasha shanate shabapin pulling out all of this, all of these blocks and fears and programs. Ayana nahiata, Shoshaya papa, Ashana Sele Gokshaba, Shana Papakia Shana, Ashi the Kieta Kakai, Ashi like a Gaya Ho Shanai, Ashana here Sakaya Hokiotokana, Ayo Shaya Baboyatai, Yana, Ayana Kahiata, Yatataka, Yutako Shidoi, Shanake see like a she's a Kahiatai. Ashe la kahia shakaya bakakayata ukiata unaya nai ahiata ahihachata koyeta yeda kahiata ashe la kiyata ohya yashe atakaya oh ya anana e ahi okay oh ya oh ya oh ya oh ya go shakayata shakahiata here coco here the kakakash dai shakakaka shakakakai shakakaka shakakaka allowing the med bed to correct and locate again anywhere we've had those blocks and those beliefs and those programs throughout all time and space. And we're giving our gratitude. Okoya, Anana Hiaka, Oyoko Shedakai, Ohyata, Ayasaka, Aisaka Koyoto, Ayanakaya Tapapa, Shilakayata, Shanaka, Okia Shanai, Asakayata, Yata. I'd like you to take in another deep breath in. Blow it out. And then when you're ready, gradually open your eyes and give your own personal gratitude for the healing to Creator, for this creation of this med bed, and giving gratitude and thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Ashada Gesata. When you're ready again, you can just open your eyes.
Oh, wow. Slowly coming back.
Hmm.
How is everybody doing? Let us know. Type in the chat or raise your hand. Let us know. I know that for me, when we first started in the med bed, I started to get really cold. I noticed that for sure. I got really cold. I also felt like a lot of energy around this area. Like I felt like a lot of energy around this area, but and I'm cold again now. And as well as yawning, of course, right?
Yeah.
So definitely some shifting happening. I'm freezing now. Oof. The energy is just moving. Wow. And I'm tired. It's like I feel like I've been sleeping for an hour. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Very relaxing.
Yeah. Stephanie says, this was beautiful. I felt tingling all over my body and deep calm. Maria says, great, hot neck all the way down the right side and forehead. Hot neck all the way down the right side and forehead. Got it. Okay. Angelica is burping once again, and it felt as if something was sucked out of my head. Oh, awesome.
That's very awesome.
That's cool.
It's great to share this, you guys, because we're all, pioneers with this, and that's very good. It's encouraging when you read other people's comments and you go, oh, cool. It gives us that confidence to really this is great.
or something happened,
Yeah,
so
something happened.
Debbie says very, very relaxed, numb in a good way. Good, awesome. And that's the thing. It's like, I think it was like partly the med bed, partly the light language, right?
Yes.
It was like all of that. And just knowing and believing and knowing that something was shifting. You don't always have to know exactly what's happening, but just knowing, having the faith and trust that something is changing, right?
Exactly. And it's important again for me to emphasize that you do not need to be downloading light language. Obviously, that's something that I do because I enjoy it. I love it. But that is not a requirement for you to get results. So that's what I really want to emphasize. And it's something that you need to get confident with and then just let go.
Yeah, let go and let God, like you said.
Well, you know what I love to do, which really helps me. And so when I'm in the med bed, I like listening to music. So I'll just put on a YouTube, healing music. That really helps me. And then I create my own little audios. And so when we have a one-to-one sessions, if there's a particular issue then I'll go, okay, let's get into the med bed. And I'll create this audio. So if it's for the, I don't know, the hypothalamus as an example, and it's something that you need to listen to until such time, you know, you're feeling like, wow, this is, you know, it's healed. And
It's
so
about us getting out of our head, right? Getting out of our mind, getting out of our head. Yeah.
And there's some things that will be like, you know, you want to do daily, you know, you
Yeah.
want to put yourself in the med bed daily for obviously for issues. Maybe it's sleep, or maybe it's, you know, I mean, I'm in the process of this whole weight thing. So
I
anyway,
swear I'm not tired. I swear. It's just,
really?
you know, the energy is just, you know, making me yawn. So it's like,
Oh, that's good, considering, you know, what happened for you last night. Yeah, considering I couldn't imagine staying up till that late. So that's really good.
Oh, so I just wanted to share some of the other stuff that people have posted in the chat really quickly. So Stephanie said that also her 2 boxers were very anxious, and during the process they completely crashed and are snoring.
Oh, cute.
Good.
That's really cute.
Karen said, I saw a strong blue light to the left of me, and I definitely felt in a much higher dimension. Good. Awesome.
That is awesome.
Yeah. Bongi, I'm not really sure what you mean. Had a bug stab on your right side, then my knees, and hot in my feet. So I'm just assuming the energy was moving all around. Right. Mina says, yes, something did happen. Felt like releasing from the top of my head. Good. And Gina says, tingly, my body is still absorbing it, feeling calmer, amazing experience. Yeah, Bongi says, feeling relaxed, but my knees are still warm. Cool.
Warm that's great.
Warm is good. I mean, I'm cold right now, so I would take the warmth. You know what I mean?
Right. And you know what's fun about this is that we can go into the med bed at any time. I mean, it's just like connecting, and then we can just say, you know, I'm going to go in the med bed. I'm quite excited. As to the teeth. We'll just leave it with that. But, you know, helping with teeth issues, mouth issues. So, and I'm going to leave that. I've had one person who's sworn how this has helped her because she can't get to the dentist. So I don't, you know, like to claim things, but I can only go by my feedback, like what's happening today. You know, we're getting feedback of how people are feeling. Yeah. So honestly, if this helps us, because in any way, if it helps even, you know, 50%, so we can avoid the doctor maybe, or maybe we can postpone that because you can't get to the dentist because they're COVID closed, whatever it is, then great. Absolutely. Obviously, it's all about self-healing.
Yeah, and it's about trying it out, playing with it, and you know, seeing what happens, right?
Exactly.
So there's I still can't talk. So Heather has her hand raised. Heather, do you want to name yourself?
Hi there, yes.
Hi, Heather.
So I was working on that past life because it's resulting in anger, and it's impacting job possibilities in the current life because, and it happened 7 lifetimes ago. And so I felt the energy pretty intensely. I've used tachyon energy myself and have a lot of success in calling that in. But adding the plasma with the med bed, I did feel that energy moving throughout. So it was interesting because it did move quite a bit of energy. So
cool.
Yeah. So just curious, do you, based on your intuition, do you feel like it moved from 7 lifetimes ago, that anger that's come forward seven lifetimes worth, because it's compounded?
Let me just check, Heather. I just want to check in.
Sure.
I feel like it's still clearing. Like I was at like 3 lifetimes, but I feel like it's still in the process. Like it's still going up, if that makes any sense.
It does, yeah. Because as you were checking in, I could feel your energy coming in.
And also it's just like, we can't block this. So it's just like, okay, strengthen everybody to see this, to believe it.
Yeah.
You know, you can just, okay, I'm going to see this, I'm going to believe it, I'm going to imagine it. It's strengthening imagination to reality. This can even really happen. And then we want to strengthen imagination, reality, and then infinite. You know, I think when we do that, it kind of just sort of solidifies it. Just like, oh no,
Yes.
can't possibly happen, blah blah blah. You know, those stories that we
Sure.
obviously are very good at discounting things.
Mhm.
It's because we're human beings. So just like, oh, this can't happen. So I would do that. I would just like, okay, just imprint it, just like, you know, see it, believe it, imagine it, imagination reality. But I do feel it's going up.
Yeah, I can feel that too.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
And you know
Yeah.
what I would say to Heather is just like, place yourself in the med bed, and you know how, well, and everybody has, I'm repeating, but the secret. So, but you're envisioning you got the job. So you already got the job, you're in the med bed, and you're just so grateful you got that job. And you're visualizing what it looks like, the whole deal, and then getting gratitude.
Okay. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Awesome.
So
Thank you, Heather.
I can testify past lives.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, awesome. Good.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. So call in user 1. You want to unmute yourself? You're on the phone. I don't know how to unmute you, so, but if you want to unmute yourself, there, I have no idea. But if you can unmute yourself, awesome. If not, you can type in the chat, okay? It's probably like some number, star something, 6, 7, I don't know. I really should know these things, but I have no idea. All right. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Somebody had posted, is it a good idea to repeat this particular area of the video to help further? Yes, absolutely. Why not? You know, so if you can go to, you know, this particular video, part of the video, absolutely. For example, my endocrine audio, that is included in the package. I have to listen to it daily because I drop. My energy drops. I try not to go there, but I could be watching TV and then, you know, the political thing comes on, then I just get angry. And I'm just, you know, saying it, and I just like, okay, but this is not helping me. So when I do go, and that's one example, but into the audio, and I'm listening to me, but it's downloaded, laying in the med bed, it helps. Like I feel better and I can test, you know, I'm testing. Oh yeah, no, I'm back up to where I need to be. Right. So it could be there's some things that you want to do daily. You know, it's just like you want to do absolutely daily.
It's like maintenance, daily maintenance.
It's daily maintenance. And the thing is that what I've found, you can work on several people at one time. Pull them into the med bed, my Aunt Martha and her dog or whatever, but whatever issues they have. Okay, so my Aunt Martha, I want to work on her, I don't know, her liver. So let go on the liver. And the dog has some issues with the ligament in his left leg or something. Obviously, I'm getting a lot of energy here. Jiggling here. Somebody must have a dog with issues in the ligament.
I know, that's what I was thinking. It's like somebody must have a dog with issues.
Jeez, where did that come from? So then honestly, this is how I would work with it. It doesn't have to be one person at a time. You can bring people in, which is cool, you know. So say, for example, you have a group of people you're working on, or your family, pull them in, just calling them in.
Like right now, you like today on the process, you pulled all of us in to the process, into the med bed.
Right. And everybody can do this. So it's not limited to me, obviously. So just do it. You know, that old Nike, it's probably about 20 years old now, that, you know, that commercial, just do it. So I still refer to that because I still like it. Just do it.
Exactly. Just do it,
Let
play with
go.
it, try, you know, have fun with
exactly.
it, experiment for yourself. Okay.
Exactly. Just have fun.
Yeah. All right. We're going to go to Dave Key. Dave Key, you want to unmute yourself?
Hi, hello, Laura.
Hi.
Hi, Brenda.
Hi.
Yes, I find that I have blockages in my chakras, especially the
Mm,
top three from the heart, throat, and the third eye. So I'm wondering.
wow. It's so interesting that you just said that, because I was working with somebody yesterday, and she was going, oh, my, you know, I'm not getting my business. She's a practitioner. She's going, my business, I just, you know, I don't know what it is. I'm going, okay, let's see what chakra really is calling to me. And it was the third eye chakra. So then at that point in time, just, you know, did some language, and I placed her in the med bed, and then she's testing, because she muscle tests, and she's going, oh yeah, I mean, it went from, I forget what level, 35, I think she just gave me a testimonial this morning, to 95%. So it just opened it up. So now it's opened up, and now you're open to what needs to come through. You're just open to the, you know, whatever is it, if it's a healthy relationship business, or, you know, maybe you have a passive income business, or whatever it is. But yes, I would, so for the chakras, I would definitely just like opening up my chakras, balancing my chakras, and place yourself in the med bed and call on assistance to open up your chakras and heal your chakras, and anything that's within any, you know, lifetime and any time and space, you know, time and place, just to, oh, you know, use your imagination. Definitely.
You know, when it comes to things like the chakras and things like that, I think first it's important to get like a baseline of where the chakra is at to start with, and then increase it by 10%, open it up by 10%. You can't just go from 40% to 100%. You know, you're going to receive way too much backlash is what I'm getting. Okay.
Okay.
You have to be gentle with yourself. You can't just clear everything all in one shot. So go gradually, right? Because you know, your system, your energetic system, your chakra system, your body needs to integrate the changes and integrate the new energies and frequencies as well, right?
Yeah, and absolutely. You know, we can't overdo things. So I would probably put a safeguard in there with whatever can be handled with ease and grace that you can handle, and only what you can handle. Yeah. So because, you know, why not, you know? And again, with the chakras, like Larry was saying, is something you come back to different times. If it's way open, then yeah, maybe just too much is coming through and you can't handle it. So we can only handle so much, and maybe that's the right thing, because if it's too much coming through, it could really throw us off emotionally and, you know, psychological and all those levels. So it's probably to our you know, our advantage just to have whatever needs to be healed, exactly what that is, and nothing more, nothing less.
Okay.
Hopefully that makes sense, Becky.
Yes, lovely. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I'll try that. Thank you.
Good, thank you. Yeah, I don't want to burst anybody's bubble. You know, it's like absolutely, it's like you know, do what you're gonna do, but just be prepared that if you know, want to clear everything at once, you know, you can't handle that. You know, your body, your energy system can't handle that, and so I don't want you to be disappointed or like, you know, have any what's they used to call it something. They used to call it like a psychic flu or psychic something. I don't know.
Oh, right.
You know,
yeah.
so just, you have to be gentle with yourself, and you have to be a little bit more compassionate for your body as well, right? Your body is also going to experience changes as well, right? So you have to be gentle and compassionate and understanding. It's like, what can my body handle? What can my emotions handle right now? Can I really go from, you know, being, you know, let's say for example, being depressed and down to suddenly being in euphoria? No. So go up gently, go up to the baseline of where you're like, okay, I'm feeling calm, I'm feeling good, it's great, you know, it's peaceful, it's good, it's balanced, and then start going up to have more joy, more joy, more joy. Okay, so
Right,
I don't know.
exactly.
That's
Yeah.
just me.
Yeah,
think
no,
gentle.
I agree. I agree with you. We can only handle so much,
Yeah.
and that's a good thing. We don't, you know, we want to be just, oh, we're not going to be just like instantly, oh, everything is just healed, and maybe that some things will be, but
Mhm.
it's a matter of like what you're meant to experience, what you're meant to feel.
Yeah.
So
And what can you handle right now with ease?
what can you handle with ease? Because it could be your body saying, oh no, this is what's going to occur today, because your higher self knows exactly what it is that your body can safely handle. And again, no more, no less. So no. And then, get into that practice of self-testing. Go, okay, maybe I don't go to the med bed for a couple of days. Maybe on that particular issue, I'll just wait a couple of days.
Yeah,
And
let me integrate
test
that
on
for
that.
a few
Right.
days.
And
Yeah.
absolutely, because you can overdo things. So, and it's giving gratitude to the body, like, thank you, body, you poor thing. We're shifting our energies. They're shifting. We're going from this physical 3D to the 5D, and our body's experiencing all these crazy symptoms, perhaps ascension symptoms, and all of a sudden you got a headache, and then you didn't have it before. Like, just be easy with yourself. But it's that whole gratitude, and we've all
Yeah,
heard
and
this.
and the thing is too, it's like as you are changing, evolving, growing, expanding, use your favorite word, your pathways are changing. The energy channels in your body are changing, right? They're expanding and growing. They can handle more light, they can handle more energy. But if you give it too much, it can't handle it, right? So that's why I'm saying you don't want to have, backlash or trauma or anything like that. So just be gentle. Okay. Hari Kirtan Kaur. Hello.
Hello. Thank you for the broadcast. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm curious, what is your vision on what are the light languages? I use light language as well in my practice, like it kind of comes through. And as I noticed, different people use it, like different types. So I'm curious, what's your vision, like where it comes from and how it works? Like I do feel experientially how it works, but I'm also curious, like what's your vision on it?
For the light language, for myself, I feel a lot of it's very native, North American native. And it doesn't surprise me because I was backing onto quite a large, we call it a reserve, in the province that I live in. And I just feel so connected to the indigenous natives. It's coming through. I also get sounds of very, almost like a fairy kind of sounds, this little jittery kind. I feel that they're coming through. So I know it's different for everyone. And I want everyone to know, and I do believe this, we all have the capability of downloading, transmitting light language. Now, it could be that you're, you could be signing light language, you could be singing, maybe you're drawing light, so whatever way feels right for you, and to let it go. It could be that you're in the med bed and that you're signing light language in the med bed. I know one person that does that. So it's just, well, Brenda, I don't really speak. I was like, there is no judgment here. If you're laying there and you're signing, light language, fine, whatever. There is simply no judgment.
Because that's also a transmission of frequencies and light language as well when you're signing. Yeah. So I think Hari Kirtan, it's also about what is your intention when you're using the light language, right? What is your intention? Is your intention for healing? Is your intention for giving a message? Is your intention for raising the vibration? What is your intention? And I think that's, that's the biggest thing when you're using light language, is that you're wanting to bring in higher dimensional frequencies, healing energies, whatever, transmission to assist people or the planet, etc. Right?
Yeah, sure. I noticed it also changes depending for whom I do it. Like for some people I sing, for some people I talk, for some people I do moves with my hands. And what you mentioned about Native Americans and fairies, that I sense that a lot as well. So it comes out differently. And do you mind to mention again, like maybe I just missed the explanation. When you say med bed, what is that? Is it like a field of energy? Is it like a...
What I'm going to suggest is that on Alara's page, there's actually a picture of a type of med bed. So it's this technology that I understand, and believe me, I'm passing this on. This technology that it's created, but it's been kind of held back from man. So if you can Google what's a med bed, and even just connecting with that image of the med bed. And I just did this recently last week. The person was just like, could feel it, could feel the energy. So I would just say, you know what, just make that intention. You are connecting directly with that med bed because it exists. And why not? You know, of course we can. So I would just look into it, study it, and play with it.
Yeah. So I was just going to post in the chat here. Hopefully I got it. So because I'm not sure if I put this on the page, Brenda, or not, but
Yes,
I had asked
perfect.
Brenda, what is a medbed? It's a technology that has been given to humanity by off-world ETs. A medbed is based on tachyon, particle energy, and plasma energy. The soil, the atmosphere, the water, everything is plasma energy. Everything in the universe is plasma energy. It's just a different form through vibrational frequency. Okay,
Yes.
so
Yeah, sure.
hopefully that makes sense. Okay,
Yeah, thank you.
good.
So when
Awesome.
you said artificial intelligence, you meant basically extraterrestrial intelligence.
Yeah,
It's not artificial, it's extraterrestrial. That's what you meant. Like
That's created it. It's technology created by ETs. The beds exist. They exist. And I understand, and again, I'm repeating because I have no authority on this. I understand that they're going to be available within, you know, maybe the next few years at the on the outside.
but how many, right? And where?
We have no idea. And
I'm sure it's already available to some people for sure.
I believe it is, but obviously I can't claim that, but that's okay. I would rather access it whenever I want to. I think it's going to be exciting to play with this and see, well, gee, is that going to regenerate, maybe I can grow back my adrenal gland. I had my adrenal gland removed 2019 because I had a tumor the size of an orange on my little left adrenal gland, and they had to remove it because they didn't know if it was cancer. Anyways, it's called pheochromatoses, very, very rare. And then just as I'm talking right now, I'm thinking, oh, maybe I could grow back my adrenal gland. I don't know, but wouldn't that be fun to actually create this? Because that's what they're saying, that we can regenerate organs, glands. So you know what? I think I'm going to work on that just as I'm talking about it right now.
Awesome.
So, enjoy it, play with it, make it light. This is, and it's not just on a physical issue. Like if you're not sleeping well, lay in the med bed. I found in the morning, when I remember before I get out of bed, I'm going, you know what? I'm going to put my husband in the med bed, and, because he's got some physical issues, and, oh, my son, I think I'll put him in the med bed, and my dog Jet, she's got, why not? And the thing is that you can feel the energy. So I don't have to be signing or speaking light language. In the morning, I'm not speaking light language. I'm allowing this energy to come through. I can feel it, my body, you can feel the tingling. I'm not speaking light language. And that's why I'm encouraging that it's not necessary to do that, and just allow.
Yeah, be an allowance of it. Play with it. Try it out. So Karen, do you want to unmute yourself? Karen wanted to ask you a question. Do you want to? There you go.
Yeah.
Hello. Hi.
Hi, thanks very much. First of all, can I just say that I totally agree, obviously, and I think it's about bringing in your divine blueprint as well. You can ask for that to come through.
Perfect.
And I think, that's what we actually are supposed to, that's what we are actually, so
exactly.
I totally agree with what you're saying, first of all. I have been trying to do this for quite a long time, to be honest, because I've been ill for about 8 years now. I won't get into all the details because I know other people want to speak, but recently, just in the past kind of few weeks, I've been getting quite a lot of nerve pains that are a bit horrible, to be honest, a bit like sharp electric, not major, but like shocks, you know, and I'm getting that quite a lot at night in my arms and especially in my left leg and my right arm. I'm just wondering if you can tell, I have been told I've got fibromyalgia. I'm just wondering if you know what that is causing that, and if you think that this could maybe help, or what could help, please.
Well, I'm just, have you been diagnosed at all? And I'm just asking, diabetes?
Well, it's funny you should say that, because I actually asked the doctor for a diabetes test about 2 or 3 years ago, because I get tingling and pins and needles a bit in my fingers and my toes, and she said that I wasn't. But I don't really think the doctor's tests in the UK are that accurate, to be honest.
Right.
Do you think is that what you're picking up?
Well, no, I'm asking. I would never diagnose, but I'll tell you what. So my husband has diabetes, and so I am working with him, and he also has the nerve issues, and I am working with his L4 and his L5. So I'm wondering if you have any L4, L5 deterioration in your vertebrae.
Well, I mean, I should remember that from doing my physiology exams, but it was quite a long time ago. I've got a lot of problems with my back and my neck. And, you know, I did a lot of heavy lifting and care work.
Okay, so this is where I would suggest, you know, to go, and is like create your own audio, and this is what I would do. So should you, you know, decide to meet with me, so we create your own audio and working with the nerves and as to the spine, and meanwhile put yourself in the med bed for the spine, for the nerves, and it sounds like you've got some neuropathy going on. So why not, you know, put yourself in, and if you've been having, you know, issues with that or blockages, whatever that is, that's where I like to go and do my detective work and see where, you know, is it at a soul level? Is this something, is it a miasm that's coming through? So you know, these pictures come to me, these visions come to me, and then I do my little, you know, my work. And I do combine a lot of dowsing with what I'm doing. So I dowse, speak light language. You know, this is what I do personally, but you don't have to. It's, I would say just put yourself in with the clear intention, you know, Creator, this is what I want. This is, you know, my spine and the nerves and heal, and see what happens. And then obviously you can connect with me as well. But meanwhile, you're not waiting, just, you know.
Okay, listener, thank you very much. I will definitely look into your package because, you know, I really need some help here, I think. Even though I'm trying my best, but I need some help. We all need some help sometimes.
Yeah, we do. We do. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Karen. All right. Okay, so I want to take a moment and just talk a little bit about the special offer. So for those of you who are on the live page, you can click on special offer. Those of you who are not, you can go to alara.at/show/Brenda10. The link is also in the chat here. So so there's two packages, package A and B. And package A includes 4 MedBed light language audios. Do you want to talk about them, Brenda?
Yes, and in that, as Lara mentioned, there's actually a picture of a med bed. So, you know, there it is. That'll give you a better idea. So within the first one is inflammation, pain, med bed clearing audio. So we can get very weird sensations going on when we're going through this ascension, which we all know about, as we move into a higher dimension, and they can come out of the blue and it can affect us. So this med bed is just scanning, looking onto the pain, where, you know, there's some inflammation going on over here or over there that can be related to the ascension symptoms. And then I'm calling in light language to ease that discomfort. So that's that audio 1. The audio 2 is one that I mentioned earlier that I just love because it is working with the endocrine system. And because this stress that comes in from wherever, it can really take a toll on us. So the endocrine plays a real vital role in, and it controls and regulates many of our body functions. So I love the endocrine audio. And it does, you do feel better. Now, I gave an example on a physical level with Lyme because I'm working with this lady with Lyme. And again, a practitioner, and she's giving me feedback, and this is something. This one of the examples of where you don't want it all healed at one time. You want to be able to gradually work away at the Lyme. And this could be some of those, long-term ones that it's a process. It's just not going to happen overnight. And because you could be going through some detox, so you want this to be gentle. And there could be many layers, if you want to call it layers regarding the Lyme. I mean, there could be a lot of issues involved. It could be past life trauma related to it. It could be pathogens related to the Lyme. I've been tested to work with the top, I've been trained to work with the top 350 pathogens. So I can determine, is there a pathogen? What pathogen it could be related as well. So if you want to get specific as to a pathogen that's attached to the Lyme, then, we can put that into the med bed. So just wanted to throw that out while I was thinking of it. But that was something that you just listen to, one time. Could be, maybe just wait a few days and test. Maybe I should just wait, another 4 days or whatever, and then, listen to it again. Now, this audio 4 is a trauma med bed clearing audio. So I don't know about you, but I've had many surgeries, and it could be dental surgery. It could be the root canal, the filling. Any type of surgery creates trauma. I don't see how it cannot create trauma. So what we want to do is just releasing all the trauma from maybe lifetimes of trauma. Maybe you've witnessed people that have had, some surgery of some type, and you've absorbed their trauma. So this is where it's going to help clear all the trauma from at a cellular level as to any type of surgery. So that gives you, it's like an example of how it can help on an emotional level as well. So that's that package A, Lara, and we should say, it's regular $200, 64% discount, over $77. So that's really good for audios. And so that's that A. I've got a lot of testimonials there. And then that package B, value $450, 67% discount for $197. So that includes those 4 audios. And it also includes, I'm excited about this, I had created, and really it was like a download around the beginning of the pandemic. Brenda, create the 21-day light language for an abundant business. I was like, what? But okay, because I've had 30 years corporate. I do this healing work, but it was I worked into the healing work, and again, corporate. So I'm going, I love business, and I love to help people build their business. But I want to download light language. So what it is, there's all these pre-recorded audios, and there's an affirmation that goes with each audio. And you are downloading from source light language to assist that affirmation. So if you were at I'm at level 2 for believing that I can attract a client, listen to the audio, listen to the audio, listen to the audio, until such time as that, whoa, I'm at 10 now. So this is a great way not just to receive very subtle imprints from source, not only as to business, it could be a relationship, you know, your own relationship, or perhaps you have a passive income from several businesses. So I think it's great. This literally came to me around the pandemic time, and then it wasn't too much later, then the whole med bed was just like, okay, well, I'm just going to really go with this med bed. So you never know where the inspirations come from. Like, you don't know. And it's not like, oh, if you do this, you're going to make $5,000 this month, and I'm going to show you how to do that. No, I would never say that. It's like letting this download at a cellular soul, at a soul level, and just see how things shift in your life. So that's a separate program in itself. That's included in this package B. And then what you'll receive is the link for Dropbox. And then you just go through and you just download. And there's a book that goes with it, so you can keep track of what's going on. And then also included in this package, which is like a 45-minute session with me. And so we'll meet. You got your questions, let's, ask me. And then let's create a special audio for you. So it's just like, Brenda, I got osteoporosis. Like, I'll be meeting with a client I think it's tomorrow or Friday, and we're working on osteoporosis. So it's just whatever that issue is, but it's her own audio. So it's something you listen to, keep track of, and to help heal with osteoporosis. Again, just having to be really open that anything is possible. And that's really the biggest thing. And for me to even say that is a big leap. I would have never said this a year ago, but I just feel like I've come leaps and bounds from my 2 near-death experiences, 2019. And just like, I have to speak out, because I'll just wither and die. I have to take chances and leaps. And this is what I'm doing. I want other people to do the same. I'm a natural coach, and I want people to succeed in every way possible. So anyways, that was the packages A and B.
So Debbie's asking, in the first package, can you choose 2? You get 4, you get those 4 audios.
Yes. Right, you get the 4 automatically.
So I'm not sure what you mean by can you choose 2, but in the first package you get those 4 audios.
Right, you get 4 for the same price as 2. I guess that's one way to put it.
That is one way to put it. Yeah, so both of those packages A and B are available at alara.at/show/Brenda10. Right, so hopefully that makes sense, Debbie. The first package is those 4 audios for $77. Package B includes package A plus the 21-day light language business abundant program and the 45-minute personal session with Brenda, where Brenda will also create a personal customized MedBed light language audio. Right, Brenda?
Yes.
Yes. And I think that's the, for the personal session, it's not just about the personal session, and it's not just working one-on-one with Brenda at that time, but you also get that personalized, custom light language audio, MedBed light language audio that you can listen to over and over again. Okay.
Right. And getting the person very strong. So if you have questions like, well, Brenda, I don't think I can do that. Well, what's in the way? Is there something, on a karmic level? What's in the way that you feel that you cannot heal within the MedBed on your own? So that's important. And create the audio that you need.
Yeah, and that's really important, because then, you can continue to use the MedBed for yourself, and you will have more belief in it and more trust in it, and, more positive results from it, because, you're feeling good about it, using it.
Right.
So yeah, awesome. Good. All right. Anybody else have any questions now that we've also talked about the package? We talked a little bit more about the MedBed, about the audios, the personal session, your own personalized custom MedBed light language audio for you when you do, the personal session with Brenda. Wow. I feel like
yeah.
What else? All right. So is there anything else, Brenda, that you wanted to share with us or talk about with regards to this medbed technology? I'm so glad I put that in the chat, because now I think people have a better understanding and idea of what a medbed is. Right. So, and I know that, when we talk about off-world ETs, really, for me, it's like we're talking about the galactic families, right? Our galactic friends, our galactic families who are sharing this technology with us to assist us, right? Because, and I think Heather talked about the tachyon energy that she uses herself, right? Right? So using the tachyon energy, using the plasma energy, using frequencies and vibrations that we all do from the quantum field, right? And with creators' help, with creators' assistance. So we're not doing it ourselves. Like Brenda said at the beginning, let go and let God. So let God do it and take your mind, your preconceived notions out of the way and be willing to receive.
Perfect. Thank you. That's perfect. Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
And this is something that we all can do, like you were saying.
Yes. This is calling on assistance. It's like, to me, like prayer.
Yeah.
And I work with many physical issues for many, many years. So to me, this is like, okay, so we're getting guided to the hypothalamus and what's happening with the hypothalamus and whatever that is, and then placing everything to the med bed on top of it all. Awesome. That just amplifies the healing.
Yeah, so you don't have to know or do light language, but it's always very helpful when somebody does do light language. So like Brenda does do light language, so that's always very helpful. It's a higher vibrational energy, but it's not necessary. Okay, it's not necessary, but it's always nice. I love light language. I love receiving light language. I love speaking light language on the rare occasion that I do, signing light language, right? And I like when I do my work, I'm always transmitting energies, frequencies, and vibrations and light language through my hands, right? That's what I'm doing. For those of you who work with me on a regular basis, that is what I'm doing, right? And so, what is it? It's just a high vibrational energy connecting the source energy, light energy, frequencies to get us, past our mind and our limited beliefs, our limited thought patterns, getting like separating us a little bit from the collective mind so that we can really receive, right?
Exactly.
So, and it's not always a conscious thing. You can't just tell yourself, okay, I'm going to receive. Not so easy.
Well, and again, if there's blocks in the way at any level, and say if it was something that did happen in the past life, whatever that is, it's important also to get clear of that so that you are open. So if you feel that that's something that you need to assist so that you can get more into the flow of the med bed, then that can be done. And then, or ask for assistance from Archangel Michael. Please help me. I want to get this out of my head. All these fears about I can't do this. All the doubts. Call on Archangel Michael. I mean, there's various ways that you can get that assistance that you need. And then just like, okay, might as well put myself in the med bed. Got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Okay, and then just laying there. And I love just laying on the bed and literally this takes minutes. I want to emphasize, maybe I didn't mention, you can test how many minutes do I need to be in the med bed. I find like it could be just like 8 minutes. This doesn't have to be, I got to go lay in the med. Now I got to take 30 minutes out of my day. No, we're finding that literally within minutes, about the period of time that I did this one today, you could feel the energies. This does not have to be a lengthy process.
Yeah, you don't have to be in it for hours, okay? No. I'm saying that for some specific people who tend to do that, but no, you don't have to be in there for hours, 10 minutes.
And I just want to leave this because it is exciting, because as women, for the most part here, wouldn't it be cool if we can just sort of get that youthfulness back again? Anyways, that's a whole area that is in the works. So why not? Yeah. It's just not getting tingling head in the back of my head.
Well, I don't know about you, Brenda, but the older I get, the more youthful I look and feel. I mean,
That's
I
awesome.
look better now than I did 20 years ago, for sure. Absolutely.
As you're raising your because your vibration is so, I believe you.
Yeah. You know,
Yeah,
it's like,
and that's
I look
awesome.
amazing. It's like, oh my God, you know, compared
I love it.
to.
I love that you say that, and you know that that's awesome. Like I know.
Yeah.
I'm kind of feeling this is kind of happening for me too, but I'm being kind of cautious about it, and I don't want to be like, you know, claiming it for myself personally, but I know there's people who've been working with the whole we'll call it pro-aging, not anti, but pro-aging, or youthfulness. And again, I mentioned, which I think is cool, about the mouse. So there's some testimonials coming in about that. So, and again, anything is possible. We just have to just do it.
Yeah, just play with it, experiment with it. What have you got to lose other than your own limitations, right?
It's not going to hurt you.
Yeah, exactly. I love it. Yay, good. Thank you, Brenda. This was so amazing. And I'm gonna lie in the bed tonight when I go to sleep. You know,
yes.
I'm not gonna wait till 3 o'clock in the morning, but I will go to sleep sooner today. But I'm gonna lie in the bed for a little while before I fall asleep, you know, and just allow myself to receive, allow myself, you know, to care for myself, to nurture myself, and receive healing or whatever it is that I require. Maybe it's just a good night's sleep, you know.
You know, and call in if you love to work with the angels. Call in your angel. Call in Archangel Michael. I was like, Archangel Michael, like, you know.
Yeah, I work with him all the time. So yes, absolutely. You know, so why not? Yeah, beautiful. I love it. Thank you. I'm so glad that you brought this to our attention, to our awareness today, to the show today, to our community today. And, you know, like most of us who, you know, typed in or whatever, we all felt the energy of the med bed. We also felt the energy of your light language as well. But we all felt the energy from the med bed. And it's like, absolutely. You know, I can't say no. I can't say no, I didn't, because I did, you know? So it's like, that was cool. So I'm willing to play with it some more and try it out, you know, for myself and see what happens.
Absolutely. Awesome.
So this was great. Thank you. And so for all of you who would like to work with Brenda more in depth, you can choose package A, or you can choose package B and do the one-on-one session, plus get the 21-day light language abundance program. And again, you know, that abundance program is not just about business. You know, abundance affects all areas of your life.
Exactly.
You know, every area. Yeah. So please do take advantage of that as well. Okay. So both of those are available at alora.at/show/Brenda10. Okay, so good, cool, awesome. And thank you so much, everybody who did type in, who did ask questions, because I know this is a new field and a new topic, and we've never talked about it before. So thank you for, you know, bringing your questions. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brenda. Yeah, this was awesome. I loved it. Thank you. All right, everyone, and I'm gonna, like I said, work with this some more, and I'm gonna talk to Brenda some more to find out more about the med bed and how she's going with it and what she's trying and what, you know, how she's playing with it. Because sometimes, you know, we need more examples. You know, like, oh, what else can I do? What else can I do? I was like, oh, you did that? Okay, maybe I'll try that too. So we'll have to keep in touch, Brenda, and meet up again soon.
Perfect.
Right, to talk about it. Yeah, absolutely.
Sounds good.
Good. Awesome. All right, everyone. Thank you. Thank you.
Have a happy med bed day.
Yes, I definitely will. Thank you so much, everyone. Until next time, may continue to be blessed with an abundance of joy, peace, love, happiness, prosperity, and radiant health. Sending you all much love and blessings always. Try out the med bed today, all of you, for just a few minutes, okay?
Bye.
Bye for now.